Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Colorado. Carol here. It's time for us to have another vlog together. I am excited to be spending this time with you today. It's Friday, which for me is the weekend. And honestly, this weekend, it's my only weekend day because I'm off today and then I'm about to start a 6-day in a row shift that I'm not really looking forward to, but it is what it is. I am covering for a team member who is out on vacation, and so we just had to rearrange some things for coverage. So here we are. This morning I find myself in the kitchen. I need to get dressed, I need to take my meds, and I need to eat because my sugar level is at 105 and dropping fast, which is pretty typical when I wake up in the morning. But luckily, I did not have any low blood sugar events overnight, and I slept great. I slept really, really solid. Waking up this morning, my alarm went off and I was like, ooh, rub the crud out of my eyes. I did set an alarm this morning. Typically I don't for a day off, but I don't know if you guys feel this way, but even when I have a day off, I'm always like, I don't want to waste it. And so I still tend to set an alarm so that way I don't let my body get away from me. I am not an individual that has a daily internal clock that's going to wake me up at the crack of dawn. No, I'm not that girl. I need to wake myself up. And that's because I am a premium grade night owl. Yes, I am. Happy to stay up and gallivant till all hours, but waking up in the morning, now that is a feat. Oof. Last night, we actually did pretty good. I think we were in bed by like 10:45, and I was tired, so I knocked right out pretty quickly. And now it's the morning, and I need to get things done. Really quick, though, I am going to feed the dogs their breakfast. We had some leftover rice from dinner, so I'm going to include that in their bowls as well. And then they need some water. They're currently outside. You should have seen them this morning, y'all, harassing a poor little bunny. Hello. Are you ready for breakfast? Good job. right, I'm back and I am dressed. It hasn't been that long. Took my meds, came into the closet to get dressed, and now I'm ready to go. I am actually gonna take myself out to breakfast this morning, and then I have a couple of errands to run that I'm gonna take you along with me, and we're gonna see what we get up to. I don't have a whole lot planned for the day, but some Girl Scout related things that need to get done this morning. And obviously I need to have breakfast. So this is what I've done with my hair for the day. It's still in curl mode. I don't know, y'all. I just wanted to avoid having it in a bun at the top of my head. I am really good at styling outfits. I am not very good at doing hair. I don't know how to do fancy braids. My hands, whenever I try, feel very dumb. I cannot explain that any other way. I look at braiding tutorial videos and then I try to do it to myself and I absolutely cannot. So ponytail holders and creative things is the best I've got. And I didn't want to just like, I don't know, have it in a bun on my head, like I said. So we've got some curly pigtail moment going on. And then I've got like, it's tied here and then tied again here. I don't know. I think it looks cute. And whatever the back of my head is doing is none of my business. I need to remind myself of that more often. And then here is my outfit of the day. So I have my Rolling Stones top here, and I've just paired it with a long flowy skirt. This one actually has pockets. I just love this one. So comfortable. And here's the top. Both items I've had for a long time now. Just pairing it with some earrings, and then, like I said, I've got my hair up and out of the way. Now let's hit the road. I wish I could bring this guy, where is he, along with me. My ever faithful companion. Hi, Dustin. Yeah, he's such a good boy. On my list this morning is I'm going to drop off the girls' vests with a Girl Scout friend of mine who is going to sew things on for their end of year ceremonies. And I was going through all of their items. So here's how I have it set up. I first and foremost cleaned their uniforms this week. We did a dawn bathtub bath situation. And then I went through and grabbed any items that I know are for each girl. And I have it filled with all of their miscellaneous badges and patches that need to be sewn on. And then, unfortunately for me, I found an outlier bag that is full of miscellaneous items from their vests. And so I need to give this to her to put onto their items as well. And I feel very bad because what in the world are you doing, woman? How did this happen? I'm sure somewhere along the way, I took them off to clean the vests or to use the steam press at the office because these are all pins and they cannot go in the big press, and forgot to put them back on. And now I'm like, I don't know what goes where. Luckily, my friend is just as much of a Girl Scout geek as I am. And she was like, you know, I'm going to do these vests completely correct, right? And I might need to move stuff around. And I was like, love that. You do you, boo. Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Stoplight update. Woo woo. Woo! I had breakfast. That was absolutely delicious. Read some more of my book. I went and met up with my friend in a parking lot to hand over the Girl Scout uniforms. So those are in her very capable hands. She is going to sew on all of the badges and patches that I had. And she's also going to let me know if I'm missing anything. Now I am at the car wash because this car needs Jesus. But a car wash is gonna have to do. I am feeling a little bougie today. So I am at the fancy car wash where they will also clean your interior for a fee, of course. So I have upgraded my package to that. So for the car wash, it was $22. For the interior clean, it is $24. So $46 total today for my little trip to the car wash. But when I tell you my car needs it, I'm gonna give you like a little brief view inside because I am just waiting patiently in line. You know, sometimes you wait for those upgrades. Here is the front seat, including the door. Just a trash party. Here's what I'm working with this morning, in fact. And you can just see, like, we even have ice cream on the door over there. And then the back seat. I mean, friends, we're human. My kids are human. They just like leave stuff back there. That stuff, honestly, that's my Girl Scout vest. That's a problem. I need to get that out immediately when I get home. But there's just trash from the front to the back. As always, the Trader Joe's parking lot is packed. I've decided to stick to the very, very back edge to make my escape a little easier. Okay, friends, we are back. I did all of the things. It's funny how when you leave the house, you're like, I have a couple of things to do, but other than that, I'm not really sure. And then I get out there and I'm like, okay, let's create a plan. So I went and had breakfast, as you saw. Then I met my friend, did the Girl Scout thing, Trader-oo, gave her the vests. She's going to work on those. She's also going to let me know in case there's anything missing. We had our car wash adventure. Then I zipped on over to Trader Joe's, which is what I'm going to show you now. All of the things that you can get at Trader Joe's for 78 buckaroos. And then I went to the bank on my way home. I just needed to drop off some Girl Scout funds, so that is done. Feels good. So let me show you what I got from Trader Joe's. This is not a full grocery haul by any means. This is Trader Joe's favorites and or things that I saw that I was like, that looks good. So let's get into it. A loaf of sourdough bread. I am craving some grilled cheese sandwiches with tomato soup. To go along with that, we have the tomato soup. I got myself some mini snacking tomatoes. These are called the Heavenly Villaggio Marzano tomatoes. Look how cute they are. A dozen macarons. In here we have salted caramel, pistachio, coconut, apricot, lemon, and fig, said as fancily as possible. These are some of our faves, so I got two. We got the chocolate croissants for the kiddos and the almond croissants for Thomas and I. This just looked good. Dark chocolate covered pretzels. I think I might bring these to my office to share. Another of my favorites that they don't always have in stock. These are the dark chocolate covered pistachios. Oh, friends, we've had an incident. So we got one of these yogurts, well, two actually. This is the banana and cream and the strawberry and cream, but somewhere along the way, we have had a puncture. Oh no, I'll just have to, open that one first. Shucks. Along with that, we have the mango and cream and peaches and cream. The girls love the yogurt. These next ones are for Melanie. She absolutely adores these dark chocolate covered banana pieces. They are called Gone Bananas, so I got two of those for her. Next, we have this bag of Kung Pao chicken, as well as the chicken cilantro mini wontons. Found the last of the yogurt. This one is just for me. It is the blueberry and cream yogurt. So, so good. A large box of grapes, both green and red. And the last thing is this big, upside down, big cheese and tomato pizza. It's like a flatbread kind, just nice and quick and easy, either a weekend lunch or dinner. That's everything for now. I'm gonna put this stuff away and pick this up with you all in a little bit. Hi friends, check-in time. I've just been in bed reading, so we are coming right along. I will be done with this by the end of the evening, which feels really good because it's been hanging over my head, and we will talk about that in a little bit. But it is now time for dinner. I have some very fancy Burger King, and I'm gonna watch some YouTube, and then I'll give you a little update about the whole reading experience of this book. All right, so let's wrap it up on the book. How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. This is a story about grief and is told through the stages of grief, which I thought was very interesting. The book is framed in different sections that take you through the stages of grief and how it relates to these siblings and their dynamics after their parents pass and what to do about this house. And I thought it was pretty good. However, it took me a really long time to finish because I got to about here and I was so bored that the opening was just taking so long to set everything up that I almost did not continue, which is very unlike me. And one thing about me is that I cannot move on to a new book until I finish a book. It becomes a mental block, which is very unfortunate. And I wish I had the ability to just read multiple books at once. It would make my life easier, I think, especially if I was not really enjoying the experience. But today was the day that I decided I was going to pick it up and we were going to get it done because I want to move on. I have some books that I want to read for summer, and this one has just been hanging over my head, it feels like. So that is what I did. And as soon as I started to pick it up, I'd say within the first 10 minutes of reading, I was like, oh my goodness, here we go. We are picking up, friends. It's going somewhere. There was plot, there was movement, there was more horror involved, and I did enjoy that a lot. And it was very interesting. I don't know if I would want to read something exactly like this again, just because I am not a fan of like puppets per se, or clowns especially. And there is some of that in here, but that's really all I wanted to say about it. I am going to give it, I think, a 3 because There were definitely some surprises, and I appreciated that. And I do feel like there was enough actual gore for what I was looking for. And I will read from this author again. I know he's quite popular, but this was my first experience with his work, and I really enjoyed it. All right, now Thomas and I are going to go and watch some Love on the Spectrum because the new season is out and I have yet to watch any of it, and we are going to rectify that situation right meow. Hello, my friends. It is the next day. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video, but just know it was really fun hanging out with you guys yesterday. Yesterday was a good day. I feel like I got some like home management stuff done. I was able to relax. I finished a book, which feels huge. I am way behind on my own predetermined reading goals for the year. But you know what? It doesn't mean anything. I am really trying to let go of expectations for myself that absolutely hold no weight, right? It doesn't impact anyone else. It doesn't impact me. And it's going to be okay. I'm going to read as many books as I'm going to get to this year, and it's going to be what it is. And I will take every win. I will take every victory, you know, especially when I have a whole lot of other things that I love to do, and those take priority, honestly. Girl Scouts and crafting and all of the other stuff that you guys see me do, thrifting. Like, if I wanted to make time for books, I would. So they are fitting in exactly where they need to, you know? I hope that you guys are doing well out there. I know I have so many friends that are really going through it this year, and lots of solidarity, lots of commiseration going your way. I feel like my health is like a roller coaster these days. I woke up and today is a really bad belly day. So even though I am working, I'm very grateful to be working from home today because I have quick access to my own toilet and I'm in my own space and it feels comfortable. And when your belly is just fighting with you, that is really important. But I've got breakfast. Thomas went and took Joanna out for breakfast this morning, a little dad-daughter date. He's so good for that, you guys. He's such an amazing dad. As somebody who did not grow up with a dad until later into childhood, I am just so in awe of the amazing father that my husband is and being able to witness that. And so they went out for breakfast this morning and he brought me back something yummy. So I'm having exactly what I had yesterday because they went to the same restaurant that I went to yesterday. It's a family favorite. And so he was like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I'm just going to get what I got yesterday. It's good. It doesn't hurt my belly." And I need that right now. So with that, my friends, I'm going to close out this video. Thank you so much for spending time with me. You could spend your time so many other ways with so many other content creators, and I just appreciate that you're here on this little sliver of the internet. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. That really does help YouTube recognize this very small content creator and push it out to other amazing folks such as yourselves. And it helps me, and I appreciate that as well. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.